come on and do a little tutorial for you guys that are joining me in the Summer of You program that starts on Monday. So there's a few little techniques that I want to share with you when it comes to form and safety, and make sure that you are going into this with some knowledge and some awareness of your body so that you don't end up with any injuries, because we definitely do not want that to happen. So a couple things, common places that we tend to find injury is shoulders, back, and knees. So of course there could be other places, but I wanted to really hit on a couple points for those three areas in particular. So there's just some basic rules of thumb that I'd like to go over first, 5 of them. So here's my top 5 recommendations, and these are just in general. The first is don't feel like you have to go with the same pace, the same reps as the super trainer and the cast, okay? So even if an exercise is going for a minute, you are still gonna keep moving throughout that minute, but maybe you're doing, 10 reps instead of their 20. So don't feel the urge or the need to have to go exactly with the cast. The second is just, like I said, continue to move. So even though you may be like, whoo, done after 20 seconds and they're going for a minute, you can still do small movement, just even if it's something like high knees. I'm doing one of my no-nos, which is like not paying attention to where my own weights are, but just picking up your legs, moving your body for that full minute. The third is don't skip the warm-up or the cool down. This is so very common for people to do, right? They're like, I don't need that. Like, I'll just, make my pre-workout drink while everybody's warming up, or, oh, the workout ended, they're stretching, I'm gonna go, drink some water. No, the pre and the post is important. So make sure you are warming up with them and cooling down with them. Number 4, don't skip recovery days. And you know who you are, right? So Sunday is our recovery day in this program that starts on Monday. So that means you are not gonna go for a 20-mile hike or a 15-mile mountain bike ride or do something strenuous or overexerting yourself on Sundays, because that recovery day is put in there strategically. Your muscles, your body require that recovery day. So don't cheat yourself on the recovery day. And the final one is don't fear the 5s. So here they are. Even you guys out there, we're gonna talk about this a little more when we get into shoulders and back, but don't fear the lighter weights. I used 5s just as an example. But our ego can get us in a lot of trouble, right? And we are going to be tracking our weights during this program. And I know, I do it myself, we can get a little competitive with ourselves and maybe overdo it. Maybe, when you should have picked the lower weights, your ego's like, no, I'm gonna push it. And then next thing you know, you've hurt your back and you can't finish the program, which we don't want. Okay, so that's my top 5 general rules of thumb. So let's be more specific to shoulders. So be mindful, again, back to the weights that you choose and the resistance of the band you choose. For example, if you are doing a move with, say, your arms in extension the whole time, this would be one, you're gonna pick a lighter weight for that, okay? As opposed to an exercise where you're going into flexion and extension. This could be a heavier weight, right? But when your elbows are locked and you're leaning forward and you're doing something like, full extension without bending your elbows, you're gonna wanna use a lighter weight and stay healthier. Okay, what's next? The band, same story. So you guys know, you've got these in your kit, or if you haven't gotten them yet, they're coming to you. This is your lightest, this is your medium, and I want you to put this one away. I want you to put it away until we at least reach phase 2. This is gonna be your heaviest band, and a lot of us do not need to start here. A lot of us will be here. And you're here until you feel like you can complete that minute of exercise safely in a controlled way so that you walk away from that exercise with more strength and not hurting yourself, okay? For planks and push-ups, so we're still talking about the shoulders. For planks and push-ups, whether it's side plank, straight up, full plank, push-ups, go down to your knees, right? There is nothing wrong with going down onto your knees. So when you do that, here's one word of advice. You are still maintaining that plank position, meaning when you're down on the ground, your shoulders are still stacked right on top of your wrists. So your abdominals are engaged and you're simply down on your knees doing those push-ups. And that being said, I'm standing up right now. There's a little thing in front of me. You could use a wall. You know, if you've really got some shoulder injury you're dealing with, or you're just really trying to increase your strength and you've got a long way to go, you could do push-ups on a wall, against a wall, or a locked door. Always make sure that door is locked. Okay, onto our backs. So this is something that I personally struggle with. I've injured my back before. I know that I have to be very careful when it comes to my back. So again, weights, go lower, go lighter. It's definitely for the first phase, maybe the second phase. This has 3 phases, by the way, but you know, really go into it slow. So you want lighter weights for your back if you have back issues, slow and controlled movement. There's no flinging the weights around haphazardly. Everything you do, every move you make needs to be slow and controlled. Third, engage your abdominals. So just like I said for the push-ups and the planks, it is going to help protect your back if you engage your abdominals. Correct posture, and this is not just correct posture while you're doing your workout. This is correct posture throughout your whole entire day. Yeah, there's a reason I'm gonna say this as a yoga teacher. Your posture, how you sit, how you hold yourself, the other 23 hours of the day that you're not doing a workout, that is important. That plays a role in how your back is going to feel during that workout. So using your postural muscles, holding yourself upright, very important throughout your whole entire day. Next, stretch and roll. So stretching is very important, especially when it comes to back health. A lot of back pain can actually originate from things like tight hamstrings, right? The muscles on the back of your legs. When those are tight and constricted, that is gonna pull on your lumbar spine and could essentially mask itself. Tight hamstrings can mask itself as a back injury. So very, very important. Like I said before, don't miss those, the pre and the post workout, warm up and cool down, but definitely don't forget to stretch even just a little bit more, especially during this program. Bend your knees when you're going to pick up a weight, and then if you are doing stuff on your back that has a hand weight, make sure you are grabbing the hand weights first and laying down, and then when you come up to a seat, sit the hand weights down first and then pull yourself up, meaning that you're not going to be on your back with your hand weights onto one side and you like roll over and pull them up. You can definitely tweak your back that way, and we don't want that to happen. Okay, finally, did I write it down? Yes, I did. So we talked about shoulders, we talked about back, let's talk about knees. This would be for knees and ankles. So there are a lot of lunges in this program. Here's a couple things you can do for lunges. So first, you know, you are going to have your sliders. So these may be too much. That may be too much instability, especially in that first phase when you are gaining your strength and you are really gaining that sense of balance, because there's a lot of compound movements in this program, which makes it so effective and awesome. But at the same time, if you're just getting back into a workout routine or you just haven't done compound movements in a while, like it's gonna take you a little time to get the moves down. So, you know, maybe the first couple times they say, you know, grab your sliders, you don't grab them. Instead of sliding, let's just give an example. Instead of sliding with my back leg, I would just step back into a lunge, right? And do some kind of movement here. Maybe it's just down and up, right? Instead of the slide forward, slide back move that may just be too much on your knees now or forever. Who's coming in the back door? My mom. Never let your knee push past your ankle. So again, whether you're on a slider, whether you are just stepping back into that lunge, you need to make sure that when you step that back foot back, your front knee is right over your ankle, right? It's not pulling inward and it's not pushing way out past your toes. It's directly over your ankle, okay? That's gonna help. So you should watch your knee track straight forward instead of pulling to the side. Camper, can you be quiet? I'm making a video. My mom's dog. Of course, she had to bring him over right now. So I think that's it. That was the main ones for the knee. And again, for all of these knees, shoulders, back, ankle, whatever you got going on, slow your movements down. Know that you do not have to keep pace with the super trainers and the cast. You are still gonna move during that minute or whatever time frame they're doing a move. You're still gonna move, but you can modify it. So I'm so excited for this program. This is my second time doing it. I'm gonna be doing it right alongside you. We're gonna have such a good time. And our goal is to stay safe, get strong, get some better mind-body awareness, because you are, again, doing some crazy compound movements. It's gonna give you a better sense of balance. You're gonna see yourself standing up taller, right? Good posture throughout the day, not just for your workouts. And yeah, if you have any questions, you know where to find me.